Hey guys, so week 5 of Super Rugby Aotearoa is here. It is windy outside, so if that does make a noise or the neighbor's dog does bark, excuse that. But there are 4 games this weekend. I'm only covering one in this video, the Crusaders versus the Blues. I am trying something a bit different, so let me know what you think about that. The game in question is up here. That's the times that you can watch it, and yeah, let's get into it. The standings for the two teams, both are at the top in the New Zealand pool, and it's just going to be very close for them. Whoever gets the upper hand in this game will probably kind of start sailing away from the rest of the teams and win the competition. So it is a big match in this one. It is a north-south derby, and it is probably the biggest rivalry in New Zealand. It's going to be a big one. There's even more at stake in this game, with the Blues actually looking like they could win something for a change. As you can see here at the bottom, the 10 head-to-head fixtures, or 10 last head-to-head fixtures, the Crusaders have won all of them. At home, the Crusaders are just a different beast to beat as well. They have won the last 35 games at home, so yeah, that's a difficult one to beat for the Crusaders. They are playing in the Orange Theory Stadium in Christchurch, clear skies, so running rugby for New Zealand. I think it's going to be a massive one to watch. Paul Williams is the New Zealand referee for this one, so not a bad referee either. The bookies do back the Crusaders to win by 14, so they do think they're going to win quite comfortably. I don't think so, though. I think it could be close. Looking at the two teams, both teams made a couple of changes, with some notable ones for both sides, so let's address that first. The Crusaders, they benched Jordan, who's been in amazing form this whole season for the Crusaders, so they benched him. Recent Bridge is in. Bridge has been rated as the best winger in New Zealand rugby by the players themselves in this recent week. We got a poll results, and we saw that Jordan, he's just been so influential on the park, and I think they are going to miss him. Well, it's the Crusaders side. Will they really miss him? Probably not. The Blues, their back three are unchanged. All three of them, Clark, Talia, and Barrett, have been in great form so far. Barrett, he confirmed in the last 2 weeks, because they were on a bye last week, that he's going to Japan, so this might be an extra incentive for him to really up his ante in this last couple of weeks of the competition. The notable change for the Blues is Faiane is out for Plummer. I read in a couple of comments of the Blues fans aren't happy with that either. I don't know about it either. When I looked at it, I was like, I would have probably wanted a bigger guy up there, or a hard-hitting guy going up against Goodhue, because it's probably not the perfect combination. But the last time they had 3 kickers on the park, it was away games that they won against the Blues and the Stormers, I think, so that was pretty good for them. But I think Faiane has been in brilliant form. Plummer, he's been iffy on defense, so that against Goodhue, I don't know. But McDonald probably has a good plan with them. They're probably going to kick the Crusaders back in their half the whole game through. Probably a couple of drop goals as well. Ioane versus Eno at number 13, I think is also going to be a very tough battle. Christie comes in at number 9. I think that's also an interesting one. Knock has been in very fine fettle so far. I would have picked him, to be honest. Christie, though, I have admitted before that I didn't like him, but in this Blues side, I've seen what he can do when he does join up with Barrett. Remember, Black is also a previous Hurricanes player, so they do know each other well, so they can play off each other pretty well. Bryn Hall, he also comes in. He's probably the best number 9 the Crusaders do have, but Drummond, he did fill his boots in the last couple of weeks quite well. Mahunga versus Black, that's also going to be an interesting one. Mahunga, he is the All Blacks number 10. Black, he's kind of trying to get into that All Black jersey, maybe getting a 3rd place pick there in the All Black squad, so that's quite a little bit of a competition in there. Up front, the Crusaders only made 1 change at number 6, with Sanders coming in. Christie and Douglas, they were in great form last week, especially Christie. He just makes a bunch of tackles. But they are up against Ioane, Papali'i, and Sotutu, who's been brilliant this whole season. That combination, I think they've played twice together so far, and it's really been working. Ioane is showing what he can do at number 6. And I think with the Blues combination, they just have something a little bit different than the Crusaders one. all of them have the ability to get over the ball and steal it, so they have the ability to pilfer the ball. Both lock pairings have the feeling of a master and apprentice combination with Tupeluto and Goodyear, and then Whitelock and Dunshire for the Crusaders. Both combos have been good. Lineouts have been brilliant for both sides, so that's also going to be a massive competition. The all-black front row of the Crusaders probably have the toughest competition yet, with Tuangafasi, Parsons and Hodgman. Parsons, I think he was good in the first week. Other than that, he's been okay. Hodgman, I've been impressed with him. He's been looking good thus far this season. On the benches, the Blues made quite a few changes. Hopefully that doesn't disrupt them too much. Tuanekwafe, Gibson and Ruru comes back from their injuries. Ruru, he's back in the side with Knock completely out of the side. No space for him. I didn't see any injury indication from the team press conference, so nothing there. Ruru is in, but he was very good before his injury. Just remember that. I think he has something to bring to the side as well. Fayane and Duffy, they are also there. That's good impact for your bench if you do need a couple of tries, maybe at the end of the game, especially with Fayane. Duffy, he always scores tries, so these guys are good guys to bring off of the bench. The most influential guys from the Crusaders probably Avili, maybe Drummond and Jordan especially. They've been good. But other than that, the Crusaders bench isn't as stacked as previous years. The game looks to be very even. History is very much in favor of the Crusaders, and the changes that the Blues made in the midfield could disrupt them. Remember, they did have the bye though, so they had more chance to actually prepare for the Crusaders midfield, so that could work for them. Who knows, 3 playmakers on the field could really be a difficult challenge for the Crusaders. And you know what? The Blues do have then the element of surprise in this one. I do think it's going to be a close game, not like the bookies are saying. I do think the Crusaders will win by 3 points, but if the Blues had any chance to win this game, it is this one. The last couple of years, they didn't have a big chance to win it. This is the biggest chance in years. Guys, let me know your prediction for this game down in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think of the changes, especially in the midfield for the Blues. And then check out any of these other videos, maybe the Australian games. I know everyone isn't so interested in that. Maybe if you want to check that out. And then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.